Hello Internet, I'm MsBitters, this is my gaming channel, and this is another episode of Some Distant Memory. I'm really liking this game so far. I highly recommend that you go back and look at my other episodes if you're not familiar with the game yet. It's totally worthwhile to start this game at the beginning so that you can understand what's going on. Last we left off in this room and we discovered a tree that's going downstairs, but I think I still have one or two things I want to poke at. Maybe not. The game might be telling me that I can't go down, but there's one place that I didn't look at before. I guess I should have glanced at it in passing, so I would have known whether or not I had to return to it, but I want to go look really quick. Most of these are things that I've looked at in other episodes. There was this. Oh, I can use this. Oh, is it just blocked though? Too bad those stairs are blocked. Maybe there's another way down. Oh, but there's a hole in the wall. Oh no! Oh, the statues in this game. The Reboot of Psyche by Ada Baron. Oh, we're like outside in their yard, I think, because that looked like a garage door. Earthbound Magazine, July. The Villains of Climate Change by Frank Collins. Oh, those are oil rigs. Are they called rigs? They pump up the oil. I know that much. This is our biggest issue of Earthbound yet, tackling both the issue of climate change and those who profit from it and fight against its regulation. The biggest opponent to environmental regulation over the last century has been XL Gasworks. Despite recently crafting a pro-environment facade, XL has caused some of the worst environmental disasters in history, with more yet to come. XL Gasworks has been, for over 3 decades, improperly capturing carbon dioxide to fraudulently earn tax credits. While the danger and scope of their actions is unknown at this time, according to one witness, the phrase catastrophe of global proportions was common during internal meetings. To understand their fears, first you need to understand limnic eruptions. Anything else out here? Just the door. Oh, can I go through it? Now that is a big door. I don't see a way out of this cavern, Aurora. Let's head back upstairs. Oh, I want to go in the garage. Let me in. Oh, it's locked. I can potentially get into it. Oh, look at all the dust motes in the air. Can you imagine, like... What if this entire game is just played inside this one house? What if I don't ever get to leave this house? Oh wait, that's the locked door. I don't think I've found a way to unlock it yet. Kind of surprised that that isn't like another piece of artwork you can examine. Oh, that's right. Walk behind the couch, as every good gamer should. Alright, so now we have the tree. This tree must have fallen along with the house. Look at the damage it's caused. That hole must lead to the next floor. It does. I can see the room below. Once I jump, I won't be able to get back up this way. If you feel ready, go for it. Oh. Weird. I don't think they've given me any other options. Unless I'm supposed to use the tools to break into the other room, like I broke into this cabinet in the last episode. There's nothing new generating anywhere. And as far as I'm aware, all interactables are highlighted by the scanner. Because there was that like big button looking thing on the wall back there by the door, but there was no indication that it was going to do anything. There is a slight temperature variation on the other side. What does that mean? Unknown. Well, I see no way to open it right now. Let's keep moving. Am I never allowed to open that door? Oh, I'm sad. I'm feeling very confident that I have not missed anything yet. It's entirely possible that there's spots that I just can't explore. But the fact that the tree is saying I can't come back makes me nervous. I've seen what I need to see on this floor. I'm ready. Be careful with your landing. If something happens to me, no need to say anything, you'll do fine. Get Aurora's data back to Ares. Our findings here are very important. Well, when I go back, you're coming with me, Professor. Don't worry. Here goes nothing. I keep forgetting that, like, I'm the professor, and I keep thinking in my head that the person I'm talking to is the professor. Oh, it sounds like I broke something. The drop is bigger than I thought, but I'm alright. This room is larger than the others with multiple doors. I suggest picking a direction to explore. Pay attention to your map, try not to get disoriented. We don't want you walking in circles down there. I'll do my best. One of the biggest things I ever struggle with in gaming is, you know, choosing which path to take. This must be Emmy and Rick. Look at those soulless eyes. I actually think it's very cute, but there's a distinct lack of pupils in those eyes. There's something written on the back. I can barely make it out. Emmy and her handsome son, Ricky. A day in the park. They look so happy. I wonder, Aurora seems to have trouble with emotion. Does she get much out of scanning photos? Absolutely. You heard the expression, an image is worth 100 words. I know we say a photo is worth 1,000,000 stories. That's significantly more words. Either way, the idea applies here too. Aurora can read a lot about a moment caught in an image. Human expressions, how they're interacting, background details. We don't need to know their exact emotions to understand how they lived. I see. Aurora is a real detective then. A detective? Yeah, someone who studies clues. At Ares, we just call them scientists. Aurora has a greater ability to analyze and deduce than any scientist ever born. Sometimes she just needs a little assistance. That's where I come in. A pet detective. If you like, yes. There's a record player. No, I can't walk that way. Okay. It's cool. Oh, let me interact with the record player. What strange containers? Oh, those are urns. Are those Rick's parents? Or grandparents? Or somebody? I bet they contain the organs of the dead. Or oils for artistic expression. My guess is they're simple decorations. I don't know, they look like urns. You never know, the past was a strange place. Can you give an in-depth scan, Aurora? Scan complete. Contents include calcium, phosphates, sulfates, sodium, potassium. Alright, but what is it? Ash, Professor. Oh, I was right. Oh, obviously used for some kind of painting. You were right, Commander. Ew, don't paint with people's ashes. It's creepy even for me. What is this cute little kitty? We'll come back to that. Regal Pharmacy, 1201 South Picasso Street, telephone 713-202-318. What? They're missing a number on there. 4 Aiken Baron. Bronchothazine, 80 mcg. For use treating severe asthma. Use as directed by physician. Follow instructions on bottle. Shake well before use. For use in an inhaler only. Refill 2 remaining. Oh, so Rick has asthma. For use in an inhaler? A vaporizer for inhaling medicine. One of the other professors at Ares has a condition that calls for one. Her father had it too. It was hereditary. Ah, gotcha. Breathing problems are common at NOAA. We get more bloom contamination than Ares. Poor air filters means more exposure during salvage missions. You're lucky you haven't developed a condition yourself, Commander. Well, I don't recover from contamination as quickly as I used to, that's for sure. I figure if the bloom wants to take me one day, it can have me. I just want to do something useful for humanity in the meantime. Well, surviving would be very useful for starters, that is. Don't worry, I don't plan on becoming bloom fertilizer for a while yet. So apparently not all— oh wait, is it the door? Or the rocks? But not all interactables are highlighted apparently, because this didn't really highlight during the scan. I think there's another room, but the whole wall is collapsed here. Not surprising, considering what this house has been through. Is there something buried in the rubble? Yes, some kind of small device. With ears and a little smile. Cute. There's a label on top. It's called a cat vac. Oh, they're making fun of Roombas with it. I think it used to move around. Maybe for entertainment? I mean, Roombas can be pretty entertaining. It must have gotten trapped during the collapse. Or it was trying to clean up. Sorry, cat vac. I'm afraid if I tried pulling you out, I'd get buried too. Oh, I wanted to keep it. Alright, memory time. Ada, are we old? Well, dear, you're watching the Ed Merriman show. I like Ed Merriman. Of course you do, Ernest, because you're old. Alright, fine. Let's watch something else. Some kind of mall show? No clue. That kid's running from that officer and the big guy in sunglasses. Good God, Ernest. They're shooting each other full of holes. That silly storekeeper walked right in the crossfire. Yep, he's toast. Sounds like they're back from the store. Quick, Ernest, change the channel. Riken can't see this nonsense. Mom, Dad, help! What is it? What's wrong? It started in the car. He was just playing in the back seat and... Lay him down, Emmy. The inhaler, Ernest. Now, dear. Try to breathe, sweetie. I don't see it. Where is it, Emmy? I don't know. I don't know. You have to find it. It's okay, Riken. It will be okay. Grandpa will find your inhaler. Breathe as deep as you can, Rick. You're so strong. Oh God, we're losing him. I can't. Is this poor kid gonna die on the floor? We are not. Emmy, don't dare say that in front of the poor boy. Riken, sweetie, slow, deep breaths. Just like we practiced yesterday. Look at me. Do you understand, Rick? Breathe, baby. The inhaler now. Dad, we need it right now. We'd better call 911. You think? Yes, I'll do it. No, stay with him, Emmy. You're his mother. No, I'll call. Rick needs you. I think I found it. I found it. I didn't expect this. That little boy, Rick, we almost watched. He nearly... It was 3 centuries ago, Commander. I know. Everyone from that time is gone now. Do you think they had a good life? I'm not sure we can judge. We're observers. No, we're more than that. Let's find out what happened. Are they gonna find out that the person at his work is a descendant of Rick? That one's locked. And I guess I'll just go through this one since I'm here. Oh no. Is it gonna be more poetry? I hate poetry. No. Oh, I can't stand it. Mother's Mother, A Quiet Place, poems by Emmy. Listen, if you viewers enjoy poetry, that's on you. I personally don't, and when it's forced into games, I get kind of really annoyed, because I cannot stand it. I wish I was a mom-to-be with a belly I could wrap my arms around and carry. The weight long carried by my mother's mother's mothers. Not Lita, not Mary, no God's child to rest my prayers upon. No destiny, a simple child to keep me spare, company in older days, to hold my hand on my way out the way I held theirs on the way in. I don't really connect with this one. I guess I'm not big on the whole baby making thing. How old was your mom when she wrote this? Is she very religious? Good question. I don't know her age here. Lita's one of her mythological references. That story is a rough one. I think Mom's saying she just wanted a normal kid. Well, that sounds sad. There's a dog on the wall. There's 2 dogs on the wall. So you read Harvey Peter growing up, but never realized Slythe and Gemini were the same person? Slythe? Wait, are you serious? Maybe you should read these one more time. Wait a second, hold on. Hold the bone. Everything alright, Commander? Slythe and Gemini are not the same person. Gemini was able to master the disguise subroutine, but Slythe wasn't. Slythe had a dry, whispery laugh, and Gemini had a dry, regal laugh. Plus, Gemini had a crush on Mnemosyne, who was too busy tutoring Slythe to... Oh. Holy carp. I need to think about this. Oh. No, it's the same one. Is it the same one? It's not the same one. Harvey Pewter and the Crypto Chamber. What are you working on? Mnemosyne? I guess they're referencing Hermione's weird name, but... Mnemosyne asked, looking over his shoulder at the dark-themed editor. My thesis, Harvey lied, but Mnemosyne had already seen the code. That's a cluster analysis function. You're working on machine learning. Swallowing hard, Harvey quickly sat back and locked his screen. The large silver skull of his screensaver stared back at him with lightning in its eye sockets. You found the source, didn't you? Despite being furious at him, Mnemosyne couldn't keep the overwhelming sense of awe out of her voice. Harvey looked at her with guilt in his eyes, but said nothing. Well, I might not be your annexator anymore, Harvey, but I'm still your friend. When did you plan on telling me? When I was finished, he said at last. Finished with what, exactly? Harvey clenched his teeth, hating to reveal anything, but he owed it to her after everything that had happened in the Pterodyne Forge. After losing Rum to those things, I'm rewriting it, Mnemosyne, as a weapon and an ally. Mnemosyne's eyes widened around her diamond-shaped pupils. Really? Diamond-shaped pupils? You would introduce another AI into our world after everything they've done? This one will be different, Harvey said confidently, because I built it myself. It's an interesting twist on Harry Potter. There's something hidden under the chair. Get off your fucking phone! New York Times #1 bestseller by Holland McHugh. What a road trip taught me about presence in today's connected world. It's a little bit hard for me to read. Some post-its back here on the floor. Getting rid of any books? You could get an ebook reader and donate these. That's the 21st century after all. I couldn't. My grandma collected these books over years. I see. I'll get Coping with Menopause aside for the read then. I'll set Coping with Menopause aside for the read then. What would you like me to read to you tonight? There's your Greek myth book, and your mother got you this copy of Catcher in the Rye. catcher is a bit advanced for you, but your mother is... well, it's complicated. I want Harvey Pewter. Really? Sweetie, we read them all before. Please, Grandma, please. Listen. You read Harvey Pewter as much as you want, people. I've listened to the audiobooks multiple times. I don't understand what you see in these books, dear. The tale of the Chimera is so much more thrilling. Brave Bellerophon slaying the beast while riding Pegasus, the divine winged stallion. But Harvey Pewter is youthful. Youthful. Well, it is. Is wonderful. I love him, Grandma. Oh. Do you, Rick? Oh, sweetheart. All right. Harvey Pewter and the Immortal Drive. Ooh. By J.F. Sebastian. Chapter 1. There's so many options. There's a box full of plungers. Hell yeah. These probably belong in the bathroom. Why were they in the art studio? They're art supplies. My grandmother was inspired by odd things. I'll put them in the basement, Rick. Some kind of pre-collapse ornaments. They're lovely. Very uniform. You don't know what a plunger is? Noah has these? Now that I think about it, your toilets are a little strange. Professor, these are, tools. Yes, they're tools. Oh, what's their function? Well, they, they suck the poop. Suck the poop. You know what? I'll tell you all about them later. I look forward to the— Do you? Do you look forward to that, Professor? Oh no. Ooh, this one's a little, different. How so? You really can't tell? Well, it appears to be made from plaster like the others. Am I right, Aurora? Correct. Also detecting various metals and plastics. I can deduce that plaster and metal were common materials for such things. What it says about the people of the sunken city, hard to say. Professor, this statue sticks out like a green thumb. It's horrible. It's kind of comforting, to be honest. They may have been an advanced civilization, living on a clean planet with a wealth of technology. But that doesn't mean every sculpture was a masterpiece. I still don't see how this one's worse than the others. You really don't? Thinking about it, Ares doesn't keep art around like Noah does. No need for it. Oh, trust me, you're in dire need of some art. But not this art. Right, not this one. Not enough data to simulate memory. Please examine more room artifacts. Oh? Meow meow kitty. Meow meow kitty. Your cat back order has been placed. Room. Your delivery will be arriving soon. Soon clean arrives to your floor for healthy. What name for our only cat vac? Call it cat vacuum for your agreement. Wow. Thank you for being a longtime subscriber to Earthbound Magazine. We're sad to see you go. If you change your mind, we'd love to offer you a year subscription for 50%. That's right, you can come back for only $12.49 a year. We've got some great issues ahead covering diverse topics like swimming with the dolphins, hiking the rainforest, and the birdwatching in the Sahara. Come back anytime and explore the Earth with us. Thank you for choosing Infinity Home. Your order has been completed. Your installation session is scheduled for October 23rd at 9:45 a.m. Please remember that access to your basement may be required for Infinity Home Hub installation, as it will require integration with your home's main electric breaker. If you have any questions or need to reschedule your installation, please call customer support at 800-692-7753. I believe we have time to squeeze in this one last minute. Oh no. Oh, just kidding. I forgot to look at these. My bad. Experience the future of home convenience. Introducing InfiniHome, a smart system for the modern family. Offering a full suite of services and conveniences, InfiniHome can safety. Provide home safety with InfiniSafe digital door keypad and security. Exploration. Look up cooking recipes and instructions. Entertainment. Record TV shows for later viewing. Also, take notes, set reminders, connect with friends and family, emergency 911 services. Much more. No more poems. The biggest sale of the year. Houston Jackalope presents the annual summer blowout sale. With up to 75% off select stores, it's your time to see the widest selection in clothing, mattresses, floor coverings, furniture, winterwear, and decor. There are over a dozen stores to visit. The selection of goods at Houston Jackalope is second to none. I do like that you can almost read it over here and that you can see it analyzing the various lines. Betty's Boundless Boutique, up to 30% off. Amino Beauty Facial Acid, 12 ounces. Sweep away clogged pores with the gentle power of acid. Buy one, get one free. Amigo Ant Smoothie and Jam. Order one medium sippy drink or larger, receive one small sippy drink free. Not valid on Proton Protein Plasmid. I really want a restaurant to sell drink sizes as sippy drinks. Okay, now that's everything. Now we're gonna see a really weird memory. I think. Loading. What? Oh, I changed rooms. I thought it sent me somewhere instead of the memory, and I got very confused. How are you holding up, Grandma? Well, I don't know. I'm glad the mourners are gone. I don't think Ernest would have cared for this whole ordeal. Oh no. No! Did Ernest pass away? Rick looks much taller now. All these people fussing like this. At least they left casseroles. You won't have to cook for months. I like cooking. True, but this way you can focus on your art. Are you sure you don't want me to stay another night? I'll be fine, Rick. Go, live your life. Don't deprive the pretty girls of Atlanta of your presence. Oh. Atlanta, Georgia? Grandma, you know I'm not seeing anyone right now. Oh, so you say. Your grandpa had a feeling, too. If there's no girl now, there will be soon enough. A handsome boy like you doesn't stay single forever. You know he'd always say... Oh, Rick. Just look at you. I'm so proud. Your grandpa was very proud of you, too. I know, Grandma. Well, okay then. I got really sad for a second. That's a great place to leave off this episode, isn't it? Okay, sad bye. Just kidding. Thoughts about this particular episode. So when I saw the flashing down here of that weird AI thing, I think it's, I think that AI is going to end up being like the InfiniHome interface, and maybe it's still somewhat functional, or maybe Aurora is sensing the AI quote-unquote memory or something like that in the house. I don't know. It's a wild guess. But I keep seeing these references to the Infini products, and it's kind of starting to sound like it was a computerized home. Kind of like how you have services now like Google Home and whatnot. So I kind of want to make that prediction. I think that weird AI is like the home computer system or something. I don't know. I guess we'll find out next time. Okay, bye!